welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a how to do school with toddlers. Because believe it or not, while they are little is probably the best time to instill good homeschooling habits into them. I have a 4-year-old, he's 4, and I have a 2-year-old, he just turned 2. That I've been doing homeschool with him for the past 2 years. Now, when I started homeschooling, my 4-year-old was, oh my goodness, he was 2. So he was as old as Maverick is now. He was 2, and I just knew that I wanted something for him to do. I knew that he was capable of, he was 2.5, so he was able to communicate with me. I knew that he wanted to do school too. He had been asking if he could learn how to read at 2.5. Anyways, I knew he wasn't ready to jump into reading, so I just got him some fun things to do. Turns out like 3 months in after me doing what I got for him, he like was done and was good and would just go play, and that's totally fine too. He was 2. This year, however, has been totally different. He has been wanting to do school with us. So at the beginning of the year, I have these letters and number books from Let's Play School. She has them on her Etsy site. It's $10 for all 26 letters, uppercase and lowercase, and numbers 1 through 20. And I'll show you those too here in just a minute. But this is what I am gonna have ready and prepared for my 2-year-old this year. And am I expecting him to do everything correctly? No, I'm not. I'm treating this like a color book essentially for him. So he actually likes to sit and just take the paint markers and make this rainbow, whatever color he wants. Sometimes he does this page, sometimes he skips it. It's just up to what he's wanting to do that day. He does like to sit on my lap and repeat the words as I point to him. So I say N, he says N is, he repeats it back. And then he likes me to hold his hand while we do the letter, and I know I did that wrong, just know I'm upside down. Anyways, and then same with this, I hold his hand and I help him trace the letters. And again, that's not an everyday thing. I'm just telling you what we've done that he likes. He likes to get the dot stickers and cover the letters with the dot stickers, and that's something that I can sit and have him doing it on my lap while I'm helping somebody else because it's a quiet activity. And then the do-a-dot markers again, he loves to do that. He's pretty good at getting it on the circles. I just tell him to put the paint in the bubbles and it works great. And then stamps are hit and miss with my kids. Sometimes they love them and other days they're like, that is chopped liver. I am not going to be doing that at all. So, hit and miss there. He has those to do. Again, is he gonna do them perfectly? No. Probably next school year, he's gonna love these just like my other little boy did. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between the 2 kids. So let's start with the 2-year-old. I have these for him, as well as these number books, okay? This one, let me give you a flip through. So it has the number 2, it has the artist. And I did, in the past, I would go through and I would do the painting ones with cardstock. I don't do that anymore. It's not worth it. The regular paper is just fine. And then sticker count. This one I have fun stickers for them to put on because here they can do the circle stickers in the 10 frame. And then again, just tracing the number. And then they get to color 2 butterflies, and then they get to hide the 2s, and then the do-a-dot marker. Okay, so that's what the numbers basically all have the same layout from 1 to 10 look like. And then I was really excited about this, 11 to 20. So she has the artist, the number artist, so you can do the paint, you can do whatever you want there. The sticker count, so again, you get to do fun stickers. And then this one is color by number. My little boy absolutely loves doing color by number. He's 4 right now, and so this is gonna be great for him. Is my 2-year-old gonna care about this? No, he's not. Is he going to even get to the number 11 and to 20? Who knows? We don't really know. But that's the great thing. I have it all prepped and set, But if he doesn't end up getting to it, I have it for next year and I just replace the ones that he used. And then coloring the buttons, and then find and cover the numbers, tracing the number, your 10 frame, and then the do dots again. So the fun one there is that she's done a color by number, and that's great. That's basically all my kid needs. So that's something that my 2-year-old is going to do. He's also going to do, just a heads up, when back to school comes back to Target, I've never seen this at Walmart, but I know at Target, at their dollar spot, they have back to school Magic Mark, Imagine Ink stuff. This one's a little book that they can go through and color. This one's already been done. I'm pulling out what I had last year. This is great for all ages, mess free. They do it, they love it because magic colors appear, right? So this is something that I would highly suggest picking up a few of these, or even just like, I know that they have the Imagine Ink, like superhero ones or Mickey Mouse ones, or things like that, like coloring book type ones, not so much school, leaning towards school. Even those are great to just keep your little one busy and to keep your school area not so messy. Another thing that I do, get some flashcards. I am blessed to have these cute little flashcards. This is from one of my kids' preschool that they went to way back when. So I can't link these, I'm sorry, the preschool gave them to me. But we'll sit, my little 2-year-old will sit on my lap, and I'll sit and I'll go A, and he says A, and then B, and we go through the whole alphabet, and then I'll sing him the alphabet song as I show him the cards. He and I have been doing that for quite some time now. He knows how to say all of his letters, and I don't know if he knows the letter because it comes next in the alphabet or if he recognizes some. I know that he will take it sometimes and he'll like flip to random ones and he will say like P. He knows his P. He knows P and he knows A. Anyway, so that's just something else that he does, that he loves to do. And then honestly, most of the time after he gets like his 5-10 minutes with me just doing these little flip cards, we have a chair in the schoolroom that's quite cozy. He just cuddles up right in it with his blanket and his sippy and his puppy, and he just chills and, you know, for like another 10 minutes while I do something else with somebody else. Don't be thinking that he chills there the whole time. Depending on how tired he is, sometimes we can get him to chill for a little bit longer. But once he does that, then usually I'll do the alphabet with him. He'll go take like a few minutes break and then he wants to get back into something. So I'll pull out this, I'll pull out this, and these I find are super easy for him to just sit on my lap. I can guide to tell him like what to do on the page, help my other kid, and then bounce back and forth that way. So it is a little bit of like a multitasking scenario, but it works really well for us right now. So that's what I do with my 2-year-old. Something else that I find is helpful for my 2-year-old is just filling up a cup of water and taking out a paintbrush to the sidewalk, taking school outside, and just letting him paint the sidewalk. And he absolutely loves that. Same with sidewalk chalk. Those things are super easy, super inexpensive, and he loves doing it. Now, for my 4-year-old, he was 3.5 when we started school this year. He loved doing these alphabet books. He did them perfectly. I would sit and I kind of helped him at the beginning, but then it just became like he would grab it and do it. The only thing I'd really help him with is like the story that's in the book. And then same with the number books, he would just grab it and do it, and I felt like I could never keep him satisfied. He wanted more, he wanted more, he wanted more. I got pregnant, I wasn't feeling well, and he just kept asking me, Mom, I want to learn how to read. Mom, can you teach me how to read? Mom, I want to read. Mom. That was the thing with him. So in January, when I started to feel a little bit better, I started him on the Good and the Beautiful preschool course. And then I also did the primer course with him this year, and he did absolutely amazing, phenomenal. Like, he is 4 years old and he can read. That being said, don't think he can read like Massachusetts, cat, hat, Sam. He can sound out short words, and he's even started to learn his sight words, like the, is, I don't know if is a sight word. Anyways, pregnancy brain. He started to recognize other words, are, the, things like that. And he's doing awesome with it. So I actually tested him, and he will be doing, I tested him for kindergarten material, which is just free on The Good and the Beautiful. You can print it out and see if your kid's ready to move on. He got 100%, passed with flying colors. So he'll be moving on to kindergarten levels. Now, that being said, it's a little bit more of a harder course for him, right? Because he's used to kind of being able to be independent and do his own stuff. And this time around, he's doing math and language. Now, they are coming out with a new language, so I can't speak to that. I don't know what it's going to be. And that's the one that we are waiting to get for him. He is the kid that remembers me homeschooling the most, right? Like that's, he'll never, he may remember Paris and I'm going to public school just because they talk about it, but he won't actually remember them going. So for him, as a homeschool mom, brand new homeschool mom that has done both public and homeschool, I want to give you mamas that are just starting out or that have the toddlers and are in the trenches with them, that the younger you start them to just do anything, even if it's just free play, the more independent work that you give them now, the better it will be for them in the long run, is what I've seen with my 4-year-olds. If they're wanting to learn and wanting to be a part and wanting to do something, find something for them to do, whether it's just a coloring book, whether it's just, you know, flashcards, whether it's finger painting, sitting on your lap and finger painting while you're teaching language to another kid. That's really just what it comes down to. What it comes down to is your littles see that you're spending this quality time with your older kids, and they want that quality time too, and they're still your babies. They're still your toddlers. They still want their mama. Also, moms, give yourself grace. There are days when I thought for sure, I looked up all of these sensory bins, and I dyed the rice, and I had it all ready to go. I had it in a bucket. I was like, we're gonna have a great school day today because he's gonna play with this, he's gonna love it, and it's gonna take up the hour. We're gonna be great. No. I gave it to him. I got everybody set up to go. I gave him the little rice bin, sensory with all the things. And what ended up happening is about 2 seconds in, he got frustrated, threw the rice everywhere. We're still finding rice in the schoolroom. Threw the rice everywhere, like whole bucket. And that was the day the sensory bins died. I don't want you to feel like if your child is a toddler, a baby, that they can't do school, but I also don't want you to feel like having them do school is a bad thing either. So just know that they're still kids. There's gonna be a balance. If you have older children, they're gonna want to do what the older kids are doing, but then they're also still your babies. So that's my advice. That's my tips for homeschooling with babies. If you guys have any other ideas, please leave them down below. I always am willing to try something new. But for the most part, just give yourself grace and enjoy every single day, because those babies, they grow fast. And I can't even believe that my baby that I had when I started homeschooling is the age that Easton was when I began this journey. So that's all I have for today, you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.